De Bitcoin, también a otros mercados alternativos, las reacciones que está provocando Bitcoin, en este caso con Thomas Erdösi, jefe de producto en CF Benchmark, Kraken Company. Thomas, good afternoon.
Hi, Manuel. Thanks for having me on.
Well, what impact could President Trump's inauguration on January 20th have on the cryptocurrency market?
So what we have seen since President Trump's re-election is an increased improvement in sentiment in crypto markets across the board. Obviously, that's because of the hope for a more favorable regulatory landscape and just generally more pro-crypto policies. And what will exactly happen during the inauguration remains to be seen, but what we can certainly say at this point is that it's likely that we will see an uptick in volatility going into the event and just after the event. So we've seen signs of sentiment also improve with the skew, so the volatility skew in Bitcoin options, which is the difference between call options and put options, increased substantially over the last week. And so what we can certainly say is that there is hope for more positive price pressure into the next week.
Thomas, what does the decrease in the Bitcoin volatility index indicate, and how it is related to the drop in the Bitcoin price?
Yeah, so the CF Bitcoin Volatility Index, or BVX as we call it, is really a forward-looking measure for volatility in CME options markets, Bitcoin options market in this case. And what we have seen in recent history is really that there is a clear correlation between the BVX, so volatility, and spot. So what we see is if there is no clear market shock, in stable conditions, as spot prices, so as Bitcoin goes up, so will the volatility. And that's really what we've been seeing now this week with the cooler US December CPI data release. We've seen yields come off and we've seen Bitcoin prices rally. And on the back of this, volatility in the crypto space have increased as well.
And what is a specific behavior of investors in the option markets has contributed to the decline in short-term interest in Bitcoin?
Yeah, so the kind of behavior that appears to have been dominant in the option space was a lot of selling of short-dated options. And that started around the beginning of December, obviously partially due to the holiday period. That has somewhat continued into the beginning of the week, into the beginning of the year now. But that behavior seems to have reversed now. So the sentiment is much more positive. We see a reversal in the skew. And there is again more interest towards the top side, so out of the money call options, which basically represent cheap bets for Bitcoin to rally in the medium and to long term.
Why are some strategic investors buying short-term options while selling longer-term options?
Yeah, so this has been a pretty popular strategy on the smart money, so on the hedge fund side, to have those Vega neutral bets, which effectively it's a curve play. So you buy the shorter end of the volatility curve, so you buy short dated options, and you basically sell back longer dated options to earn premium. And that's precisely also because short dated volatilities still seem to look relatively cheap. Now that has repriced to some extent, but the common theme is in the markets that with President Trump's inauguration, there could be, again, more volatility. With his executive orders, there could be more positive sentiment causing bigger price swings, and we certainly see that starting to reflect in Bitcoin volatility markets.
Thomas Erdösi, jefe de producto en CF Benchmark, Kraken Company. Thanks for your time. Good afternoon.
Thank you.